Oh, y'all want another video?
Hey, what's up? This is your boy Matty Rants here with another installment of Matthew's Rants, Raves, and Reviews. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. We're talking about The Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 10, baby. That's right, they are back. If you don't have Bravo, get you some. If you didn't know that they're on Sundays, so go ahead, set your DVR. We need to get into episode 1 that happened last night. Now, we're coming back from that fuckery that happened last season with the whole she said, you did this type of thing, but I was just relaying the information because I was told that you did that and I was mad at you, so I used that to hurt you, but I didn't really mean to do that because if it wasn't the truth, I wouldn't have said it. So we're coming back to that stupid shit. So, what, Phaedra's not on the show anymore. I liked Phaedra up until all this drama happened. She was so funny, and she still had the best read ever with that whole $5 for a pizza, or the whole comment she made to Kenya. So now check that. Like, that's still one of the funniest moments in Housewives history. But she just sort of dug herself a hole, and the lies caught up, and Kandi wasn't for it. The producers weren't for it. I mean, some of the producers were for it, but that's rumors. But yeah, it was just a lot. So we jump into the season. We see Kandi. I said, come on wig and come on dress. The Old Lady Gang restaurant is doing really well. Every power sissy I know in Atlanta has been there. But I haven't gone yet. And I've been to, I was there when it opened. I don't know why I didn't go. But next time I go to Atlanta, I'm definitely going to stop by and try their food because it looks really good. And the line all the way around, it just looks great. They talked about having that business and them wanting it to be a success, and so far it is. So I'm glad to see that for Kandi and Todd, and that they're working with the business. They seemed a little stressed out about it, but you know, with Kandi running everything that she does, on top of that, Todd also has businesses too, and they're raising a family. You know, come on now, like, go ahead, Kandi, you doing it, girl. But yeah, she dealt with a lot last season, and she sort of briefly went over it, and that they keep on trying to take her out, but she's still the champ. And I said, all right, Kandi, keep it going, sis. Kandi's grown on me. I didn't like her when it was her intro season and her and Nene were getting into it, and that seemed to be their storyline throughout the seasons. Like, they just couldn't connect. And I'm a fan of Nene, so it was hard for me to like Kandi because she didn't like my girl, but I started liking Kandi when Nene wasn't there on the show anymore, so I can kind of get to know her a little bit better. Like, not really, I don't know her, but you know what I mean. And now this season, seeing them get along, it's just like, what the fuck? It feels good. So, Kandi, welcome back. We're glad to see you, sis. Glad that nothing can hold you down. Keep the petty bitches away from you, all right? Now, let's get to Cynthia. Cynthia has a new place. Ooh, it's cute, too. I like Cynthia's place. Something out in the woods a little bit. You know, give you some kind of life. She has a lake back there. Oh, I was like, go ahead, Cynthia. It was, again, glad to see Cynthia still looking beautiful as ever and still pleasant, and always that person on the show. Because people are like, why is Cynthia there? No, Cynthia is there as sort of like the median. Like, I don't want to say she's gray, not just black and white, whatever, but she can blend in with everybody. She can roll in each and everyone's groups. If there's a certain, like, falling out between people, you can still see Cynthia finding her way with the other group and then going back and forth. We'll get back to the back and forth with somebody else in a second here. But good old Nene Leakes walks into Cynthia's house, and it was just like, okay, we're back, y'all. That wig and... that wig, that yellow, and that wine glass, and that confessional look, hilarious. I don't know why, but I love some Nene. It's a breath of fresh air to see Nene back on the show. Back with Cynthia, it's almost like they left off right, you know, when it was good times, before all the messiness that happened. So they're talking about Kenya and her whole, she's now married, but nobody was invited bit. And I want to get into that too, because I found that interesting, because you can be nosy wondering about it, but it's your friend. So, you know, they're talking about it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Do you know the man's name? All that Cynthia's been given is the man's name is Baby. Now, I don't know if that's TV talk, and she really she knew the T. Like, Nene may have known the T, but that's what we were given. They only knew him by his nickname. That is a little strange. Now, here comes Miss Kenya Moore. Hair's right, Makeup's done. Outfit snatch. Ah, you and Nene wore almost the same look. That's all right, because y'all sisters now, and I love it, okay? So here come Kenya sitting down, Nene and good old Cynthia. Now, but here's Nene. So is congratulations in order? And we all want to know the same. And she said, well, yes, they are. And Kenya is married. This woman's storyline for all of these seasons has been, am I going to get married? I want to get married. I need a man to get married. I don't want no one wasting my time to get married. Everybody's married but me. That has been her storyline. Not the full extent of who Kenya is, but that is what Bravo has presented to us for us to believe that all she needs is this marriage and then she'll be a total, like, better person. And personally, she seems so much more pleasant just off the first episode. I did see the Wendy Williams, Sheree Whitfield interview, but she definitely seemed in a much better place. It was good seeing Kenya. Like, airy. She had that shade for Nene with that half nose remark. I wasn't ready for it. I said, ooh, girl, she still got that knife in her purse, though. But it was good seeing that. And, you know, here's the question that we all want to ask. Because is Nene nosy for wanting to know what's going on in a friend's relationship when they've been cool for so long? And you know your sister or your brother or your friend, however you want to call them, you know their wants and needs because that's your friend. You're interested and invested into their lives. When something happens that's very monumental in, you know, her getting married, the thing that she's always wanted, why was no one involved? That I can feel the suspicion on, and this is a little weird and awkward, but at the same time, Kenya, I'm with you on wanting to keep it secret, private, however you want to do it. People do jump into your lives when they don't need to and necessarily try to fuck it up for you. People will try to mess things up for you, and you have people who do not wish well for you. They smile on your face, but they really don't care about you. So I get it. You want to protect the relationship. You don't know how this man is going to treat you being a reality TV star, former Miss USA, Miss US of A, and all of that and the other. But give us a bone, girl. I mean, we got the last name. Where did we get the last name from? I think they were at the table talking about it or something like that, but Daily. That's cool, but I wanted to see it because I was talking shit. I'll be real. I was talking shit about her because I was Team Phaedra back in the day. But I wanted to see it. I wanted to be happy. I mean, I saw the pictures online, but it would have been nice. But at the same time, Kenya, do you love? Keep whatever is this positivity rolling. We like it because the evil, nasty, shady Kenya, I hated that. I hated that person. So I'm enjoying this Kenya. And Nene, girl, go be nosy, bitch. That's what you do. We friends do that sometimes. I'm nosy with my friends. If I haven't spoken to them in 2 weeks, I'm getting the full tea for 2 years. Over the 2 weeks, do you hear me? So I get it, but y'all can't be mad at Nene for that and can't be mad at Kenya at the same time. They're just trying to protect their business and at the same time know what their friends are going through and what's up. So we have all of that. Now here is where I started to get bored with this episode. And it's no shade, but a little bit, just a drop. We get to Porsha's house, change the channel. I was Team Porsha for a long time until this last season. And it just made me go, I don't know if I really believe the girl. She tricked me. I can't. You're grown. Cannot believe that. But some people are master manipulators. Anywho, Porsha has a new podcast. And she's still on Dish Nation. She's a little bit perturbed that Kandi and her aren't cool, but she's giving her space because she needs space to heal. Okay. I don't know what Nene's problem is. That is Porsha's story right now. I'm doing good. I have this. But I really miss my friendship with Kandi, but I'm giving her time because I was tricked and it wasn't my fault. And I don't know why Nene's mad at me and why she's shading me and all that type of stuff. Girl, you were talking about her on Dish Nation like rock, paper, scissors, shoot, bitch, okay? And on top of now, Nene was talking too. It was a little jabs here back and forth, but it's who. Does it matter? Is it really that serious? Y'all are really mad about what exactly? Okay, that was how I felt about Porsha's little moment. I was like, next. Okay, before we get to Sheree, let's talk about that fuck-ass wig. Baby, that wig was so horrible. I said, now you know Nene has been holding that crown of you know, give and go wigs for the longest. And Nene has some really good hair that she's used. I'm not shading Nene. I'm just saying some of her wig choices have been really fucking horrible, okay? But Sheree, you have taken the cake. I don't know what's going to happen for the rest of the season and what the confessional looks are going to look like, but that storm, wavy, cut right at the wrong point wig, that awful, awful, awful wig, put it away and never bring it out and never wear it in public. It was tragic. Burn it. Burn it. Anywho, Sheree goes to Nene's boutique shop that she shades and says, you know, hers was a little bit more upscale. Oh, come on, Sheree. It was cute seeing them in a... Again, it's like the OGs. You know, Nene and Sheree were season 1 queens, okay? So it's always good to see them interact. They always throw a little shade back and forth at each other, laugh it off, kiki, whatever. But I want to see them kept in the positive light. I hate to see them go back to their old ways. So here's me, Sheree, and listen to me here, girl, okay? You are truly the bone collector of all bone collectors, girl. And you take what somebody says so quickly and run it back to the next person, it's not even funny. Now, keeping in our truth, I'm okay with it. I feel it. I totally get it. Everyone be truthful to each other. Come on. But some stuff is not necessary. So here's me. She goes to Nene's shop to talk about Porsha, to get the tea on Porsha and why she's mad at Porsha, to then meet up with Porsha a few days, the next day, I don't know what day later, to then talk about what was said had happened with Nene, to get Porsha's opinion on it, to then say, y'all need to squash the beef, to which to me, that should have been between them two, not you involved with that, because you weren't there for that. I like Sheree, but that sometimes to me bothers me. I'm like, maybe this is the producers or whoever is like, you know, Sheree, you know, you should go tell, you know, you should bring that up. Or maybe, you know, Sheree has got it down pat to where this is how we keep storylines going and the drama happens. Either way, I was like, girl, come on. Like, you literally went from A into B to talk about what A said about B, to have B mad at A further, to then get them to the C destination, to then have A and B squab. Which brings us to Cynthia's 50 Shades of Cynthia party. Now, Cynthia being sad over Peter on the phone, not coming to her birthday, I was sad for Cynthia about, because I'm like, Cynthia, let that man go. But they've had a, you know, their relationship is different. Very, very, very close. So, I get it. But at the same time, I want her to just move on and move forward, you know. Uncle Ben ain't it, girl. Lies. Because Peter is cute. Like, let's not lie about it. Peter's cute. For what Peter's giving, Peter is cute. But, no. Cynthia can do better. Everybody starts rolling into the party. Kenya rolls in first with that awful fucking wig and that outfit. I remember that from one season, a couple of seasons ago. Not one season, but a couple of seasons ago. Kenya rolls up. Hey, girl, what's tea? Nene pops in. Bloop, bloop. All of that. I got it. I got it. Kandi. Kandi was definitely the winner for the night with the soda cans and her hair photo shoot with the phone that Cynthia did. That was everything. Oh, my God. I said, come on, Kandi. She always got to do it big. Then we got Sheree, which it looked like an outfit she would have worn to the grocery store. No shade, all shade. And Porsha with an afro and a tight dress. I know they were all Cynthia looks, but come on now. I said we could have dealt it too. We could have dug in there. But then again, Porsha wasn't even invited and she kind of showed up as a +1. Did y'all catch that shade? Because when they asked Cynthia, did you invite Porsha? Did you invite Porsha? She was like, did I? Like, I don't know. And it's like, okay, girl, did you invite her? Because y'all never addressed that. And here she rolled up with Sheree. And Sheree, how messy of you to bring her, knowing good and damn well Kandi was going to be there. Nene was going to be there. Kenya has never liked the girl. Like, ugh. But it's TV. So let's get to the big stuff. Let's get to the real big boop, 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 boop. All right? And that's the whole Porsha versus Nene drama. And the argument itself, I'll give you my opinion on both sides of that. But before I do that, when Nene walked up on Sheree and Porsha talking, the way she rolled in, the way she rolled in, then folded her arms. What's your problem? Bitch! Nene Leakes is good television. Never forget it. She rolled up and folded her arms and told that girl, what is your problem? That is fighting words. That's an immediate bop. Like, as soon as someone says something like that, you can drag them at that point in time. Because they just came over and said, you got an issue? What's your issue? What's good? Like, we about to start this up. Now, Porsha can play dumb deer all day. But, you know, this whole back and forth between them, it was like one person's talking about one thing and the other person's talking about another thing. It's like, oh, God, you two are killing me. So, Porsha's mad about what was said on Watch What Happens Live, which was something that took place 3 weeks ago prior to the filming of that, which I thought was interesting. I was like, dang, they only waited a month before they started filming something else? Okay. Nene is referring to the whole 2 years ago when her and Porsha, like, Nene gave her that advice about not putting hands on anybody, okay? And her brand and not trying to tarnish it at this point in time because of what she's like one of the new girls on the show and what she's already doing. She's on Dish Nation. She was giving her some advice. Now, we could take it as shade. We could take it as, why are you telling me what's up when your ass is as violent as a, you know, I can't even think of the, God. It's like, well, here's my thing with Porsha. Okay. So here's my thing. I get it, Porsha, and I get it, Nene. Porsha, you're mad about something that happened recently, which you want to know, why are you talking about me and we haven't spoken in 2 years? Nene's like, we haven't spoken in 2 years after I told you about yourself and you didn't like the advice I gave you. And you haven't spoken to me in between that time but have been talking shit on Dish Nation all them years I wasn't on the show. And now that I said something, you want to find an issue with it. That's how I look at it. Like, Nene, you're looking at her impressed because after you gave her the advice, she went ghost. And now she got shit to say. And now she has a problem with you. But y'all have never addressed it. And you felt like she was your little sis. So what's up? Porsha, I'm assuming you looked up to Nene. It seemed that way on the show. You felt like old girl was talking shit behind you. And you didn't understand it when she was supposed to be someone that had your back. You're both crazy and petty for still talking about whatever's going on. This is how I feel it should be handled. Well, the conversation at least. Nene, you were talking about me on Watch What Happens Live 3 weeks ago, and I don't really appreciate that. And I'm really mad you said those things about me because I thought you were my friend, and that's not okay, okay? Alright. I'm just saying, this is so petty. Like, Porsha, you were talking shit before that all happened, so Nene's gonna feel some kind of way. She didn't technically say she should be fired, but the words that were used could implicate that she should be fired or let go or needs to go, or that was what was kind of said, okay? And I remember watching that Watch What Happens Live too. So I get where Porsha's coming from, but you're picking at something that did happen recently and you're not going back to what the real issue is, which is what stopped you from talking to her for 2 years. Okay, and having a real relationship with this friend of yours, all right, as to why you're mad about what happened 3 weeks ago. That's where I'm like, I get where Nene's coming from more than Porsha, because it's really a bigger issue. It's not that. That's not the problem. You're making it huge. That's not it. This is what's really the issue. Talk about that. Talk about what you're really pressed about. Because and mind you, we could act like she's not mad about that, but Porsha even brought it up. Like, I think 2 times on the show about her, well, you had some things to say at the reunion. You're still mad about that. Okay. So, we'll end it off with Nene having one of the best reads with the whole, the door is locked. You know, talking about the door closed whenever you said what you said on Watch What Happens Live. And Nene's like, girl, the door was never open. The door has been locked. That shit was fucking funny. What is this season gonna bring us, y'all? Like, Kandi, Nene, and Kenya are fucking getting along, all in the same little group. That's amazing. Porsha is out on, you know, Porsha's the new Phaedra. Ha! Porsha's the new Phaedra. And Sheree's kind of with Porsha, but she's still back and forth. But she's like, I'm gonna check on my friend who's still being filmed here because someone's got to sit with her. I don't know. This is going to be an interesting season. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see Eva from Top Model, who's supposed to be on the show as well. And, honey, we're going to be here every Monday. So comment down below. What did you think of last night's episode? Whose team are you on, I guess? What did you think of some of the arguments that took place? How do you feel about each and every cast member, where they're at right now? Give me your opinion. And totally thank you again for tuning in here. So catch me again next Monday for Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm your boy, Matty Rants.